and this was what was, it was in a plaque. I must mention that in the past, these plaques were like, they were placed on the palace wall, and looking at them, one after the other can tell you a whole story. I see them like a book from page 1 to page 100. And when you look at the plaques, you are able to read going down from the first to the last, and you get a whole story about an event or about the person being represented. So presently, seeing them, it spurs me to do more research, to write. And in fact, looking at the present time, it reminds me that there is an artist, an unknown artist behind these objects. And I would want to know more about the unknown artist who produced them. Seeing the objects, now we're able to ask present-day descendants of the craftsmen, what does this mean, and what did it represent? And with the knowledge, we have more knowledge we have currently, we are able to, like I said, expand the history of the people.
This symbolizes coastal conquest. But we're now moving along the coast. A banana, the water hyacinth.
So it's a symbol for all of them?
Yes, exactly. We're now moving along the coast. Then the hyacinth is the war heart with the flag. Then he's participating in an Isioko, a victory parade.
Yes. So
these are the verbs.
And this is a hip mask.
A hip mask, of course. Then the sword. Then the bell, the one that is worn in the middle of the battle, so that they can differentiate between friend and foe.
Just a minute. This is a plaque.
Yes.
Plaques don't stand alone. Plaques are like a page in history. If you see this, the next one to it is going to tell the story.
The story that of this continuation.
On and on and on. But then, because they were taken out of context, we cannot get the story. Yes.
They recorded 900 that they took officially. What about the others that were taken by him?
You can't see them.
So they were placed palace
and shine. So that when the sun reflects on it in the money,
and then you are able to tell the story by merely looking at it. Just like photographs. You have a photograph in an album. Oh, this is what is happening to this chief. The next page, and it tells you the whole story of that particular episode.